Gee, Patty, I can't believe it, but we are now less than 4 weeks away from Christmas.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy, and I haven't even started my holiday shopping yet.
I know.
And I'm guessing I'm not the only one. So I thought, maybe today what we ought to talk about is RV gifts for the loved ones in your life as Christmas gifts.
There you go.
And we're going to do that in today's episode of Travels with Delaney,
the podcast.
Welcome back, everyone. My name's Patrick.
I'm Patty.
And we are joined on the old podcast couch today by Mr. Truman Marshall, our Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Bess Margaret, she's over on the theater seat, decided she wanted to stay on her blanket.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly.
And rainy and
dreary. I think it's, is it 51 outside?
Yeah, and it's going to drop as the day goes.
Yeah. And it's like a drizzle, and it's pretty windy out. But we're not complaining. We're not hating on Texas because next week it's going to be back in the 70s.
Right.
And it's also a lot colder back in Indiana right now,
Yes.
so we can't really complain too much.
Sorry if you're in Indiana.
Yeah.
We've been there.
So we're just trying to trudge through.
Yeah.
It's a little bit
It's a
cool
little roller
spell.
coaster.
But again, we don't have snow, and that's a real plus.
Yes, it is.
So I think, last week episode we talked about, why we came to Texas versus Florida.
Right.
And I think one of the trade-offs is, you save a ton of money by coming to Texas over Florida for the winter, but you just have to understand the weather is not Florida weather. It's still going to be nice, but it's not going to be Florida nice.
Right.
So I keep checking the Florida weather.
I know.
And I'm like, oh, they got sunshine, blue skies, 80 degrees, and I keep telling myself that's just too hot. So that's why I'm glad I'm here.
That's what you're telling yourself.
That's what I'm telling myself. So
I like it.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, today I thought we ought to do
Yes.
is talk a little bit about Christmas gifts and whether
shopping.
Yeah, shopping. I knew you would like
I
this.
shopping.
And
The bargains.
I've often wondered, like, I see all these YouTubers, and probably including us at some point over the years, promoting, like buying RV products as Christmas gifts. And I thought, one, we could talk about, does anybody really want to receive a sewer hose as a Christmas gift?
Not me.
But also, what could be some gifts if you did? Because we know people who have said, like, hey, I'm gonna buy this for my husband because I know he really wants it,
Right.
and it could be something like a TPMS system that they currently don't own, and maybe they work that into their budget through the holidays. So I thought we could talk about maybe some of those ideas.
Absolutely.
But before we do that, we have to do another exciting round of this or that.
I figured.
Maybe it's like this or that holiday edition.
Ooh, holiday. Ooh.
You like that?
I do. Okay.
All right, Patty, it's
Yes,
Christmas morning, and you run out here to the fireplace to check your stocking.
Yeah.
Which one of these are you hoping is in it? Are you hoping it's an IKEA dark chocolate candy bar or an IKEA milk chocolate candy bar?
Oh, this is easy, honey. You know this.
Is it?
It's dark chocolate all the way.
Dark chocolate for the win. I wasn't sure.
I love dark chocolate.
Yeah, okay.
Like when your mother would make those chocolate chip cookies and she used the semi-sweet chocolates. Those are basically dark chocolate. Yeah. We had to be careful not to eat all those up because you got to make the cookies.
Okay.
You can't just eat the chocolate.
I don't know why I thought you liked milk chocolate.
I like dark. And you like
I like dark, but I like white chocolate.
You like the
as
white
well.
chocolate, yeah.
Which I don't think IKEA does not sell white chocolate.
No. I like it all. I like all chocolate, but dark is my favorite.
I do love going to IKEA and getting those chocolate bars because they're fairly inexpensive for a really nice sized bar. And it's good chocolate, yeah. But I tell you who else has good chocolate?
Yeah.
Trader Joe's.
They do.
I love those big, are they 1 pound?
I don't know.
Or 2 pound?
They're
these
impressive.
massive. They're like $6, but you eat off of them for like 2 months, or we do.
Yeah. I can eat on for a long time.
Yeah.
Little nibbles.
Yeah, and so I really like I like those. But originally I was thinking I was going to give you the option between the IKEA chocolate bar or like a bottle of hand lotion, like like the Dioness. You like that brand?
Yeah, Dioness.
And then I was like, well, that seems too easy because she's going to go for the chocolate.
I like them both.
Yeah, so I thought, well, maybe if I go with two types of chocolate, it would make you think, but I guess not. Boy, I'm losing my touch.
You are.
You haven't.
I haven't had to think on anything.
I know.
No debate.
No debate. So, well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for your stocking this year.
Dark chocolate for the win.
Dark chocolate for the win. Or I buy the milk chocolate, so it's a win for me. How about that?
I like it. How about one of each?
One of each.
One for you, one for me.
No, because I like the dark chocolate too, actually.
You do?
Yeah, I do. So
yeah,
we actually have a partial.
I'm sure we do.
We just bought that, last week?
Yeah.
And it's already down probably
It
half,
is.
So.
It's good. Just
I don't know.
nibbles.
I don't know why we only bought one.
We're just trying to pace ourselves.
It's what that IKEA store is only maybe 20 minutes away.
Maybe if that.
20, 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well,
yes.
Today we are going to talk about holidays and gifts, but
I
want to start by this discussion of can you actually buy RV accessories and gift them to your loved one? Like, is that, I mean, obviously.
I don't want a sewer hose if that's where you're going.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it depends, but maybe it's possible that for the true accessories, okay, that maybe those are appropriate gifts for a guy that you don't know what to buy for.
Maybe.
Or, like if you're stumped, like, a good example is I feel like every year we struggle coming up with creative ideas for like our dads.
Yeah.
Like your mom and Marilyn, it's so easy. Because they're I don't know why buying for females just seems to be easier.
Well, my dad is a little picky.
Yeah, and mine has everything, but I was thinking, like, let's say, and neither of them own an RV,
no.
But if they did, and my dad used to own an RV, like, I think he would be happy if, and I'm going to go with the ridiculous gift of a sewer hose, but, like, let's say he had one of those cheaper sewer hoses.
Right.
I think he would be thrilled if we bought him one of those upgraded, high-quality sewer. Like,
you think he'd be happy to open up and see sewer hose?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean,
woo! I won't go where my brain's going. What kind of gift that would be?
But a good example is, was it last year or 2 years ago? I don't remember. We got Woody and Priscilla, my aunt and uncle here in Texas. We got them a TPMS, and they were thrilled.
Well, that's all about safety.
Right.
And they had just bought their RV, so.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's a line. Do you give the sewer poo-poo hose, or do you give a TPS on their
TPMS,
tie? Yeah. So.
Okay, so we'll throw the sewer hose out.
Yeah,
Probably shouldn't be buying sewer hoses for people as Christmas gifts.
That's kind of a gift.
Yeah.
A gift.
So I thought today maybe we could throw out some ideas. And I know your list is going to look a lot different than
I'm sure.
what I would want.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and start.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Sure. Hit it.
Okay. Age before beauty. How's that?
Yeah, you got me by a couple years.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Like, I think a backup camera.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, I think a guy would be thrilled. I know I would be. Like, let's say we did not have a backup camera and you decided you were going to order me one.
Right.
Like, I would be thrilled for that because it's, a backup camera. We have our Halo View. We love our Halo Views. We've had several of them. But to me, that's it's a practical gift. But at my age, what are you going to buy me that's not practical?
Right.
I don't know. Like,
he just needs to stop.
Yeah, he just likes to lick. He's
crazy.
For those of you that aren't watching the video version over on our dedicated YouTube channel, Travels with Delaney, the podcast.
You just got something in your jeans.
I've got something on my jeans. Apparently, I wiped my hands probably when I was cooking or something. And he's wiping my jeans. He's
just crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy kid.
All right.
But anyway,
so
I would be thrilled. I would be more thrilled to receive a backup camera than if you bought me a sewer hose.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I think we're in agreement. No sewer
yes,
hoses.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm thinking in my head, because I value cleanliness.
Right.
So my little stick vac.
Now,
small.
which one? The hand?
Both of them.
Okay, so we own a Shark stick vac. Is that what it's
I
called?
think so.
You just hold it in your hand.
Stop, buddy.
And it works really great for sweeping up stink bugs.
It does.
Like, we have had a stink bug invasion
but just
since
so
this fall.
you know, that's my way of getting rid of those little boogers. Because if you kill them, it smells terrible.
Right.
If that stick vac doesn't.
And you don't want to touch them either because your fingers stink.
And then when I put them in the stick vac, I keep the vac running So they stay in there because they'll crawl out.
Yeah.
And then I go right to the black tank.
We go right to the toilet, flush them down the black tank.
That's what they go for those swims.
But it's useful for more than just that. But it does work good for that. But a lot of times I see you'll grab that if there's
just a little in between.
Maybe Truman and Bess bring in some grass or something from outside on their paws, and so you just quickly, you don't want to get the full vac
Look,
out.
I could see right now our little step-off mat needs some work.
Yeah. And I think we paid around $80 for that.
I think so.
And so, depending on what, that's not really a stocking stuffer, obviously. Neither is a backup
That'd be
camera.
a big stocking.
Yeah, that would be a big stocking.
But
that could be a gift that an RVer would enjoy if they don't have anything
well,
like
we
that.
owned two at one time. One for our cabin, our house, and one for the trailer.
Yeah, we technically still own two. One's in storage right now.
Okay,
that's how much we actually like them. Those little sharks. And then the other vac, and that's why I wanted you to clarify.
Smoker vac.
Smocher. Which really, think of it as a cordless, I don't know, what do they call those? Oh, stick vac.
It's like a Dyson.
Maybe the other one's called a wand.
It's the cheaper version of a Dyson.
It's a cheaper version of a cordless Dyson.
It's battery operated.
Yep. So it actually has a powered sweeping head.
Yep.
And
it has attachments.
And I bought that last year for us, not as a Christmas gift.
No, but just to use in the trailer.
And I think we got that on a Black Friday special for around $120 or $130. And it's now a year old, and you're still happy with it.
I am. Yeah, I am. It's easy to use. It's lightweight. I can store it in a crate because, in trailers, you got to think of where you're going to store stuff. Right. And right now there's shelving behind our TV, and it's right there, and we got the thing set up, mounted so it can charge the battery. Yeah, that would be a great gift if I got that. I know.
I know because you love cleaning, so anything
I like keeping things clean.
Right. And by the way, I will put product links in the show notes or the video description for any of these where I have a link. If anybody's interested. Now, in full disclosure, they are affiliate links, which means if you use our link, it doesn't cost you a cent more. But, it just helps generate a little extra income so we can keep making these podcasts. And, the truth is our podcast is not monetized in any other way.
Nope.
So, yeah, anytime, we always appreciate people. If you're going to go to Amazon, if you'll just click on one of our Amazon products and then go do your shopping, anything you buy most of the time will generate a little bit. Again, it's not huge. It sometimes is a whopping 2 or 3%. But, 50 cents here, $1 there all adds up and helps us buy like this equipment that we use to record. I was telling my students the other night, one of the reasons our audio on the audio podcast and really the audio on our video podcast sounds so good is, we use these Audio Technica headsets, and they're about $250 a set.
Plus, they're just fun.
Yeah. For you, they're fun. For Jim and I, it's all about the sound quality. But anywho, so thank you for those of you who over the years have supported us through using our affiliate links like the Amazon affiliate.
Right.
Link. So, all right. So I think both of those would be things you'd be very happy receiving.
Yeah.
And
do you want me to do another one I'm thinking off the top of my head?
Sure. I mean, you're on a roll.
Okay. Now, as I like decor things, and you always got to think in your trailer stuff that's small or things that, because I use poster tacky sometimes to tack stuff down. But like right now in the holidays, like in our kitchen, a nice hand towel set that I like to hang like I would at my house. It's got a snowman. It's cute. Or the matching, pot holders that go with it. That would be a great little gift.
All right.
I think.
Yeah, because I think a lot of RVers, especially new RVers, probably did what we did when we first started RVing. We didn't go out and just buy everything for the trailer. We would pillage the house.
Extras.
Yeah, pillage and plunder the house. And so it was always like your older towels, your older kitchen pots and pans. It was, it was just like, well, here's an old one we don't use anymore. We'll throw it in the trailer. And so, yeah, I mean, I could see where, you like, and you do like gifts like that. Like you've had people before give you,
right,
and you use them for the trailer, and because you don't necessarily want to go out and spend money on holiday kitchen towels that are only going to be used for a month.
Or even just like some pretty ones in the spring. Someone gave me some that looked like lemons for summer. One time I think my mom did. So yeah, just anything like that. Right. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll tell you one that I think is a good generic gift for guys.
What's that?
But is really good for the RV is something that I ended up buying myself this summer. Is just a good basic set of tools to carry with you. Because a lot of times, and not everybody is a full-time RVer like we are, and we've only been full-time now for less than a year. But, I had my tools at the house, but I didn't necessarily have a dedicated set to always keep in the truck or with the RV. And so I don't think you have to spend a fortune because I'm not a mechanic and I don't use them that often. But like a good example is, and I'll share this link if anybody's interested in looking at it. I bought a Amazon Basic, it was the brand, Amazon Basic tool set, and I forget how many pieces. I want to say it's pushing 150 or more pieces, but it's got sockets, both metric and English, I guess is what you call it. It had tons of different types of drill bits or screw bits, including the square one that you need for RVs, because RV manufacturers love using those square head screws.
Yeah, why is
that?
We need to ask Myron.
I think it's because they don't strip as easily.
Okay.
I think that's the reason, but don't quote me on that. I can't remember what all's in there, but it's a really nice set. And I bought that just for keeping in the truck. Now I keep my tools in the truck, and here's why. We always will have the truck with us, but we won't always have the RV with us, if that makes sense. So that way, if we're out and about and I need the tools to work on the truck, they're in the bed of the truck. And that's why I don't keep them here in the RV.
Right.
Even though they were bought
but
for
the truck's always with the RV.
Yeah, exactly.
If we're taking the RV.
But, back when we were not full-time RVing, I would have loved a small set. And I don't think you want a huge set, because if it's for the RV, you don't have space for it. And so I love this because it's all in one kit. And I'll tell you what, I owned, and I still do, a lot of tools. But like my set was from when I was in high school or college that my parents bought me. It was a Craftsman set.
Right.
The case eventually just died.
Yeah.
So I ended up just throwing them in like a storage crate. And so anytime I go to use them, it takes me forever to try to find the socket that I need.
Right.
And that was why I said, you know what, I'm just going to buy a new set. I'll keep the old set because they're Craftsman, they're good, and who knows, maybe eventually I'll sell them on eBay. But I love this set because I can quickly, because they're all in their place, and I didn't have to spend a fortune because, again, I'm not a mechanic. I don't need a $300 set of tools. So that would be something, I think, for an RV or to have a small dedicated with some basic tools that they could use, I think would be a good gift.
I got another one.
Okay.
Because, I like to feel like I'm at home. Like I'm thinking now, like you mentioned early, Dionysus, my lotions. And you can get those itty-bitty little guys at Costco. They got like a bunch. And those are great because, one, they can fit in my purse. One, they can fit in here. I have one in the truck. I just like having that lotion because I have eczema sometimes. And so keeping my hands soft and not itchy, and they smell good. Like I have one that's peppermint for the season.
Right.
And I think the fragrances are good. They even have non-fragrance if you don't like fragrance. But I think they're just really good lotions, and they just kind of make you feel good. And so I think that'd be a great gift for your RV. So ladies who camp, you got to keep that, your skin soft.
Right. Speaking of keeping your skin soft, now I know I'm going out there on a limb on this one.
Yeah.
But our water softener for our RV.
Yeah.
I know that's not a romantic gift, but I don't know that Christmas gifts have to be romantic.
No, but this would be a great gift.
But there are so many RVers that we know that don't have either a water filtration system or a water softener system. And if you're just going out a couple weekends in the summer, you're not going to invest a ton of money in that kind of thing. But if you are a part-timer, what I call part-timer, because I feel like that's what we were. We would spend like all summer in our RV typically, couple weeks at Christmas, week at spring. I mean, we were in our RV quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's where things like water filters and water softeners, I think, can be really useful. And then once you become full-time, it's almost, I don't want to say it's necessary, but I would say it's necessary because we know your hair would not be happy if we didn't have the water filtration system we have and the softener that we have.
Right. I know for a fact because a couple of summers ago, my hair was having some effect from the iron in the water.
Right.
And basically, with my hair, it was taking out the highlights. And because iron attracts to it and clings to it and darkens it and almost gives it, like, over time, a red-ish hue.
Yeah.
And so I know at the time my hairstylist was telling me that I needed to
Do something.
And so this was great that we came up with this idea.
Right. So what we ended up getting was Blue Technology, who we are partnered with, and I always say it's our $1 million water system.
Yeah.
It doesn't really cost you $1 million.
I don't know if it fit in a stocking either.
No, it won't fit in a stocking. But I mean, we have basically every product that Blue Tech sells because they've been so kind to us over the years of letting us try out their products. But when I was talking with my contact at Blue Tech earlier this year, or I guess it was early spring or early winter, and was explaining your situation. And she's like, oh, you're going to love this. We have a brand new filter coming out that will take care of that. And it's what they call their CHI filter, CHI. And it really is designed to handle three things. Number one, chlorine, because, a lot of times if you're on city water, you get that chlorine smell and taste. And so it takes care of that. Hydrogen sulfate, that's going to be that rotten egg smell that you get at a lot of campgrounds that are on wells. And then iron is the I, and that was our issue, is the well water there at Happy Acres has a very high iron content. And so we, last year, by the end of the season, our shower, which is white, was orange.
Yeah, we kept scrubbing on that thing, and I finally figured that out too.
Right, you figure out, but that was going into your hair.
Yep.
And then we got the CHI filter this spring, and you had no issues this year.
No issues this year. No issues in the shower. Hair is healthy again, back to health.
And I think something like a water softener, a CHI filter, a 3-stage filter, if you're buying that for Christmas, I think that's when you get to our age. And Patty and I have done this before. We'll be like, you know what? Maybe instead of buying a bunch of small gifts that we don't really need,
something we could
where
need.
we'd say, why don't we just spend the money on the CHI filter? And so, or it might be something where I probably wouldn't buy it for you because I don't know. It seems like a weird gift to buy your wife a CHI filter, but even though you would love it, but it might be something you'd buy for me. And
absolutely.
But it's really for you. So
kind of like dark chocolate,
kind of like lingerie.
Yeah. Well, another simple thing, because sometimes it doesn't have to be huge for me, a really cool picture frame, like I could put the pup's picture in or something like that, and put in because I like to put that in the rig because it's my home. I like to make it feel homey, even if we weren't full timing in it. It's still, I like to have it and make it nice, feel cozy.
So, I mean, I think you can. I think there's things you can buy for the RVer. And if you don't want to buy RV accessories, here's a suggestion I have that Patty and I love. Gift cards. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, gift cards are not
really personal.
But to an RVer,
they're great.
Gas gift cards, because if you're traveling in your RV, and gift cards like Cracker Barrel is a great one, I think, because one, almost every Cracker Barrel in America has RV parking. So even if you're not going to spend the night, you can pull in. There's a place to park your RV, and you can either get food to go or you can go inside, have a nice meal, and then leave.
Well, I'm thinking of Walmart, too, because don't they sell Walmart gift cards?
Yeah, and the nice thing about Walmart gift cards is Walmart has a nice selection of RV accessories. So if the RVer in your life, wants some accessories like a new sewer hose, then they would have the gift card to go buy, as opposed to you buying the sewer hose for them.
That's right.
So,
and food on your trip or whatever.
Yeah. And so and the other nice thing about gift cards is, they don't take up a lot of space, and I just think it allows people the flexibility to. We've done that before. We buy people gift cards, knowing then they can pick out exactly what they want. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that as we wrap up. So, but I think it's okay, especially if they're, I was going to say if they're like our age, where they're semi-retired or retired, and maybe they don't have as much disposable income, and there's something for their RV they really want. I think it'd be a great group. But it doesn't have to be somebody RV. I mean, it could be a young couple just getting started. They bought an RV. They don't have a ton of money, and and so I think little things that they could use with their RV, whether it's a patio mat, if that's something we don't use patio mats.
We used to.
But we used to.
Yeah.
Nice chairs, folding chairs. Yeah. I'll tell you what we bought just recently.
That couch.
Yeah,
thingy.
We got this folding couch. It's still pretty good size when it folds down, but it does go into a carrying bag. But I think they call that a 2-person.
Yeah.
But it's actually, I wouldn't say it's a 3-person.
No.
But it's a 2-person, 2-dog.
Yeah.
Like we can put Truman and Bess up there with us.
Right.
And that's why we bought it. So all of us could sit outside. We bought a little TV for the outdoor storage. And, the idea is so we want to sit outside and watch a basketball game this winter or whatever.
Or just chill out. Truman, every time he sees that, he wants to jump up.
Yeah, he loves it. And the problem with the 2-chair concept was then we had to hold them.
Yeah.
And sometimes they wanted to be together, which meant one of us had 2 dogs on us. And so we bought this collapsible
in Florida
double chair, I guess. Or,
yeah.
And they do make one that's a 3-person.
Right.
That really will seat 3 people. It was even bigger. But this one, we really liked this one. We picked this up at Sportsman's Warehouse.
Yeah. And what's cool about it is, 1, I like the fabric. 2, for dogs at least, the cup holder, if you wanted a drink, are on the outside.
Right.
Because if you have it on the inside, he's going right in my drink.
Angie and Kevin have one back at Happy Acres.
It's really cool.
And it's cool, but the center is almost like theater seating, where the center, if I remember right, is like an armrest.
Right.
With the cup holders.
Right.
Well, then there's no place for your dogs to sit, and like you said, they're going to end up stepping into your...
Truman always gets himself in my drink.
So that's actually something that, if somebody had bought that for us, although
that would have been a great gift.
It wasn't cheap. It was $150.
But it's nice. I'm glad we got it.
But the thing was, when we bought that, I remember thinking like, whoa, $150. We were with Mike and Amy in Florida, and Mike said, yeah, but if you buy these 2 chairs, it's more than that, because I was looking at those, I don't remember, GCI chairs that rock
a little, yeah.
And then they fold up. And I think they were $90 a piece. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Like 2 of those chairs is more than this one that'll seat all 4 of us. So
yeah.
So anyway, I think you can be creative if you've got an RVer in your life. You can come up with Christmas gifts, and those gift cards also would make great stocking stuffers.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
All right. Well, a huge thank you to all of you. Hopefully you're doing well and you had a great Thanksgiving as we barrel on to the end of the year.
Oh my goodness,
and the holidays, Christmas and New Year's are coming up.
Yep.
And also a huge shout out to our good friend and producer, Mr. Jim Kuzman.
Thank you, Jim.
Who's always working his magic with the old audio side.
Right.
And anything else, Patty?
No, I think that's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, until next time, everybody, we'll see ya.
On down the road.
Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.